Today's the day that we're going to solve all the puzzles. The reason I say that is because today is 42, and we all know that 42 is the answer to everything, right? Either way, I want to thank you all for coming on back to another episode of The Blueprints. Last episode, we were able to get into room 46, and we did a little bit more adventuring around and stuff. We finally got the swim trunks to use for the pool and flooded the well back up. You know, it's actually a good idea is to toss coins back into there a bunch and then see about bringing it back down and getting all those coins again for a later date. But like I was saying, is I really would like to try to solve some of those sigils in the basement. Alright, so let's see. Root cellar, tomb, or shelter. Shelter is always good because it blocks the 3 red rooms. But we got the red letter out of that already. The tomb gives us an access point to the basement. I'm pretty sure there's still probably another puzzle somewhere down there. Probably using the rotation. Let me take a look real quick. I think we only have name of one of the things so far. I have so many notes already with my personal little notepad that here. Yeah, the gardener's name is Vina and the maid's name is Mila. And then we have the root cellar, which gets more dig spots. I don't think we fool around in here much, so I think we'll take the root cellar for today. Try to find a shovel and see these spots that we can get around. The potato. So, we know this so far, with Herbert on the left hand side there is the one who gave us the house. Simon S. Sinclair Sr. and Clara Epstein, my grandparents. Mary Epstein is my mother, and then me down at the bottom is Simon. Mary Epstein, also known as Mary Marigold, stole the jewel crowns, replaced them with the blue. So if I'm not mistaken, yeah, one side of the family, the Epstein side versus the Sinclair side, red versus blue. All I'm seeing are potatoes everywhere. We do have these dig spots, whatever this water pail is for. Nothing out of the ordinary that would catch my eye. Like I said, I am looking for sigil notes. I think we are going to take the elevator down. We're going to read through the journal that's down there in the mine. Maybe it's something that I'm missing before we even enter the house today. This, of course, was unlocked using the 4 different locations. I can't open my menus while in here. But so far we did get one of the sigils down here. I'm pretty sure we're also missing one permanent edition somewhere. here we go. We solved this puzzle. We were able to get the rooms to open up. Probably should do that again soon. We took the ambition of the pawn, which grants us the power of either the knight, bishop, rook, or queen when we hit rank 8 each day. Now we solved this puzzle by igniting all those. Ooh, it's an upgrade disc. Here's the basement. This might be a sigil. I'm trying to remember the one that we did solve. I have a picture of that. I'm pretty sure I even used that as in one of the icons. I have way too many notes on my computer. Yeah, there we go. So we have this sigil that we already solved. This was from the green room. That looks like that is the same, very similar. Yeah, if we looked at it from the other direction, it'd be the same one. This here is the access point for the crypt. We are now down in the basement. Still gotta figure out the water level for the reservoir for that. Yeah, it's the well. I think we have wasted enough of our steps. I don't see any new info down this way. It's a dead end. So now we can go and enter the house. For the most part, we've been solving the puzzles. Here's Mount Holly. Here's the book. Each sigil is composed of 4 things: the core, the dividing lines, the moats, and the border. Alright, the core at the center of each sigil is a unique shape, different for each realm. If the core gives us the name, then the rest of the sigil tells us the history behind that name. Still, it is important to be able to identify and distinguish the core as the first step of deciphering any sigil, as all the other parts are meaningless if we don't first know the place we are describing. Alright, so we got the top one, the Orion. We need the last three. I am just cheating real quick rather than trying to take notes. Okay, the rays. The wavy lines are used to indicate extreme heat. A rainy realm is indicated with rays of 3 vertical lines pouring down. For more extreme stormy weather, a jagged lightning-shaped ray is used. A ray dotted with falling circles is used from the colder realms in which snow is a common occurrence, and windy weather is displayed on sigils by the use of bent curved lines, rays buckling under high winds. On each sigil, floating between the rays and small figures called motes. From the shape and style of the motes used on a sigil, we can tell of the type of society is given the realm proclaimed, if they consider themselves mighty in arms or blessed by artistic and economic fortune. Okay. Around each sigil is an adorned edge serving as a container for the different within, while our 8 different borders, with each corresponding different color. These borders always correspond to the banner and national colors of that specific realm. Okay, I think this is the clue that we used from before. Yeah. And if I'm not mistaken, the colors never duplicate. Heat, rain, storm, snow, wind. Okay. I got my notes for that now marked down. Let's head on back up and start in the house now. Gotta remember how to get back up there now. Okay. So we were able to get the 1 based off of the garden house. Something tells me we're probably not going to get the other ones that straightforward, and we'll probably need to find that last permitted edition in order to get it. Alright, but let's go ahead and get started inside the house then. I'm just taking one more look around. Something tells me there's probably been an answer staring us right in the face in the beginning. Okay. Always start off with the den. I like the den as a starting point. I think I like the security on this end too, and then we almost always get a hallway right here. And I think today we're going to put a workshop here. We are looking for a shovel to get us started. So let's go ahead and get started on the den. We did get outside yesterday with the garage, so I'm not too worried about it today. And then last episode we were able to get the casino. So we pretty much just need room 8 and 19 still. Not certain if there's 2 more bedrooms we're missing. There's 1 shop we're missing. And we haven't gotten the conservatory yet. Okay, hallway, closet, bedroom, or commissary. Let's do the commissary, see if they got a shovel for us to buy. Magnifying glass, sledgehammer, sleeping mask, and running shoes. None to help us out. But I think I'm going to take the magnifying glass today. Let's take it back to the main room. See if we can collect that envelope. There's a dirt pile. I'm not too worried about hitting room 46 today. Okay. There, another stamp to add to our stamp collection. The nuance. I get lucky and get a shovel in here. Nope, that's a battery. Get that with the hammer and the broken lever. Alright, don't want to go that way just yet. We rely on the secret garden often. Alright. West Wing Hall, parlor, or hallway. Don't have any keys yet, so we gotta be careful. There's another dig spot. Need to get a shovel. Pantry, corridor, spare room. We will figure out what the puzzle for this spare room is yet. Sometimes there's a window here, sometimes there's not. Alright, guest bedroom, corridor, or garage. I think we'll stick with the corridor. We don't need to go into the garage, although those 3 keys would be nice. Alright. Pool hall, coat check, kitchen. We will be getting into the kitchen later today. I'm going to need more steps soon. But I think we'll take the pool hall to add the Great Hall, Foyer, and Secret Passage to today's draft pool. I'll go ahead and solve this puzzle and I'm just taking a look. We do know that these tube and tub, the letter that's missing is the letter for this room. Alright, 20. 5 squared is 20. Minus 15. Nope. Five, 10, 15, 20. Nope. There we go. Alright, 11. That would put it in a negative number, wouldn't it? Unless it's 8 squared. Nope. 20, 10. Nope. So, 11 and 8. Its square is what's throwing me off. Because I'm not certain if that squares the 8, which puts us into a negative number, or squares the 11, which puts us at a number that's well past the thing. Alright, I'm cheating. I'm just going to try to brute force for the moment. Nope. It has to be one of these numbers. No. There you go. The answer was 9. I don't know why they're making these so complicated now. Alright, so 20, 10, and 9. Nope. It's just a square that always throws me off. Better be a really good key back here. Ten, 9, 3. Nope. $20. Dang it. 20, 10, 9, 16. Nope. For a silver key. That was difficult for no reason. Aye. Chapel, dining room, passageway. We'll take the dining room. Get the lunch box for it, so a couple extra steps. Something tells me I should get the torch again. Or something to light candles. for this room. Alright, door's locked. Let's go back down through the den. Actually, let's go through the workshop and see what we can get. I'm looking for keys. So I'd like a shovel as well. Actually, we have the security disc. Let's use it. Alright, courtyard. Two diamonds, 5 dig spots, where the courtyard is always left unlocked. Always left unlocked sounds amazing because we have a lot of courtyards in our draft pool. Dig spots would be good on the days that we get shovels. Courtyard's always been nice enough to get us items. Or 2 diamonds. It does cost diamonds to get, so I wonder if that increases the price of it. I think I'll take the dig spots. Hopefully that didn't mess it up too much. Alright, but let's go up to the way here. Alright. Hallway, coat check, observatory. I would like to get to the foundation. Let's see if we cannot get another way up there. Just looking at the usual hidey spots. Alright, hallway, breakfast nook, kitchen. I think we'll do the hallway again. Like I said, I'm trying to get into the foundation. Alright, breakfast nook goes the wrong way. Parlor or observatory. We'll get this observatory. We're up to 25 stars now. Looks like 3 constellations for today. Extra apple. Pair chest in the hall. Rooms with 4 doors are more common. 3 extra steps is nice. And a key. Okay. There's a decent amount of stuff from that. Archives, weight room, passageway. Do not want the weight room, unless we can block it right now. Archives can sometimes hurt. Passageway we use up the last of our 2 diamonds. But if we do that, we can go back and put some dead-end rooms. I think we'll do that. I cannot get into the foundation, but I'd like to go back. Fill up those 3 blocks with dead-end rooms. Alright, chapel, lavatory, or solarium. Would have liked a solarium, but we don't have any diamonds, so I'm going to put the lavatory here. Get it out of our draft room for today. We only have the 1 key, so I don't want to use that just yet until we get a hammer. A hallway. Great hall, which does have a room for the antechamber. the cloister. Don't want to use the Great Hall just yet until we can get some more coins, so I think we'll use the hallway here. And then another dead-end room we can add. Put the storeroom. So many dig spots, still need a shovel. Okay, we do not have it yet. But let's go upwards some more. We'll try to go up through the foundation, I think. There's a couple more dig spots. Archives, weight room, indoor nursery. I guess we're going to have to take the archives, because I don't want the weight room unless we have to. Sometimes we do get lucky and there is a piece of item in here. Don't have the key card to go that way. See if we can connect to the dining room. No. Furnace, boiler room. So we can either do the archived or the boiler room. I think we'll take it. Maybe we'll get lucky and attach the lab to it. There's the dining room. Alright, I got this puzzle solved. It looks like there's a few dig spots down there. Okay, pantry, rotunda, or an archived. I think we'll take the archive for here. Would have liked the rotunda, but we don't have enough diamonds for it yet. The dark room. Alright, that's another key card room. And that's locked. Whatever the items are in this room, it never lets me interact with them while this room is dark. So let's go ahead back to the archives then and see if we cannot go further upwards. We're about to hit 6 soon, if we can get lucky enough. There's the lab. We take the lab. See if we cannot use that boiler room. See if it's connected enough. Or do the conference room. Let's try it. We are hurting for supplies today. Okay. If this works, it was push 3 up after 9. Nah, I'm betting the boiler room still needs to continue to be pushed up against it. Yeah, from the looks of it, the boiler room either needs to connect to this room or this room, I bet. Darn. Alright, well, let's do some experimental house features. While drafting, if you draw a drawing room floor plan, each time you eat an apple or immediately, set your steps to 40, gain 1 key for every 2 hallways in your house, add 3 aquariums to today's draft pool. Well, I would like to do the immediately, and we can either set our steps back to 40, or gain 1 key for every 2 hallways in our house. We have a decent amount of hallways now. And we get a couple of keys, or the extra steps. Still haven't gotten a room to get into room 36 yet. 46. So either extra steps for the continue to wander around, or the extra keys. We are almost at rank 8. We just gotta get a little farther up, and then we'll be able to go back for the dinner. Yeah, let's do the keys. We got 3 keys, so that means we had 6 hallways in our house already. It looks like it's just normal keys. Alright, gymnasium, archived, or wine cellar. It sucks, but at least it isn't half of our steps. I think I want to go back to security, because we're starting to get way too many of the dead-end rooms. I don't want to risk not being able to go up further. Maybe we can find some ivory dyes. Four, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's a lot of steps. So we'll just take the passageway instead. Alright, we got 2 rooms unlocked. Okay, archived, utility closet, walk-in closet. I wish we had the gem for the walk-in closet. We'll have to use this. Hope for the best. It's the bedroom. No gems or keys anywhere. Okay. I'm looking for any form of hints for our sigils undergrounds, because we do see these things every so often. Tent and tag. Alright, parlor, archived, locksmith. Guest bedroom. There's the key card. against the bow door. I regret changing this to the guest bedroom. We should have did one of the other options. Alright, chapel. Archived of Rotunda. It's the Great Hall. One of these gets us into the antechamber. That was a good find. The dead end room. Which would mean this is the hallway room. Alright, this is the connecting room. Out of keys. Taking a chance if I go through the dark room or the gymnasium. We need more keys to come back here to the Great Hall to open the antechamber. Or we can take the chance and go all the way back to security, but we don't have many steps left. We have gotten up to 7. We just need to get... There's no items in here. Locked room. Locked room. Alright, we don't have a choice in the matter. Gotta make our way back to security. I don't think we have enough steps to do so. But we're hurting for keys, and we're hurting for steps. So, this will be a relatively short episode. Because we never did find a shovel either. It was just bad RNG for today. Don't even have keys to unlock that stuff. That's the secret passage. The tunnel. Get us some food and another key. Some diamonds. Give us a couple extra steps at least. Alright, so hallway. There's the parlor. If we go in there, we can try to get 2 extra diamonds. Use a diamond, probably get a couple more diamonds. Archived, start tomorrow with 2 extra diamonds. A couple of keys and a night mask. We make it back up to the bedrooms. We can use the sleeping mask, get a couple extra steps. We do now have a key to go forward. Okay. Well, the next room we go into will be our last for today. So I think we'll use the key here. Give us 2 more keys. I'm using a key here. There's the secret garden key. I wish there was a way to save it now. But this will be the end of our episode. I know we probably weren't going to make it into room 46 today, but we did learn a little bit more. It was nice to be able to fool around outside for a little bit, update my notes, and try to understand a little bit more. Red Manor of Tomorrow. We never did get a shovel. I'm pretty sure that would have been very useful if we managed to get one. I think that's what our biggest barrier for today was. Alright, I shall see you all in the next episode. I do thank you for the continued comments, the likes, the subscriptions, everything that you guys do to support this channel. And I'll see you all next time.